Welcome back to the channel. Got a daily tarot reading here for you. Something that you want, something that you've wanted for a while, something that you thought that you wanted, something that you had is coming to an end. Something you thought you wanted is coming to an end. This is past, present. And I mean, it was what you wanted. It was exactly what you wanted and what you had asked for. But there was also learning that needed to happen in the process. Like, could be that you thought this was your dream job. And at the time it was, because you didn't have enough life experience to ask for more or to know what more was. And so it was like, this was great up until this point. I don't know that you really looked too much beyond that role. And like within that structure, within that company, was there more growth opportunity? It was like, this would be the perfect job. It was very rooted in what you wanted at the time, but then you have to live a little bit in order to learn to ask for more. There's something about it that's coming to an end. Now, this could also be a relationship too. And it was what you wanted for during that time in your life. It was exactly what you wanted and exactly what you needed. And now you're looking a little bit further ahead. And what it is, it's like it was for a season. It was for a season in your life, and now that season is ending. And what it's doing is bringing in this another energy, something that speaks to you differently, speaks to you, something that really speaks to who you are now. It feels like this could be a person, could be a situation. Is like activating this ending, creating this ending for you. Someone has planted a seed. Someone has planted a seed. It's like from the future though. This is future, past, present, future. There's like this knowledge of someone or something more. That's what the swords are. It's knowledge, it's thoughts, it's also communication too. It's like calling to you. Someone from the future. On their way to you in your field, has planted a seed and is causing this ending here. So it's like, if it's the job, you speak to someone and they tell you a little bit about what they do, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's a job? And it's kind of in alignment with what you currently do or would do or something like that. And you're totally qualified for something like that. And it's like, man. Or someone says like, my company is hiring and they're hiring for this position right here. I think you would be really great for it. A friend of mine had like the same thing happen, and he's an engineer, and this other position at this company, his boss said, I think he would be really great for this. And it wasn't really in the same wheelhouse as what he did, but he was totally qualified for it. But it was a little different than engineering. And it ended up being exactly where you should be. But it's like a suggestion from someone else. If it's a relationship, like the potential of someone else, someone more aligned, more, I'm just seeing this like, your thoughts are aligned, your energies are aligned, your communication is aligned. There's this knowing that's aligned, 444 on my recording, that they are more aligned or something, the way that they think is more aligned. They're planting a seed that what it is that you wanted, what it is that you wanted before, doesn't mean that it's a failure. It's not a failure. It's just that that was for a season. And the seasons, I'm seeing like multiple seasons. That's weird. Like it started in one and you like progressed through the seasons. You had a fall season, you had a winter season, you had a spring season. I'm seeing like all of this, just like nature and pictures of nature and stuff like that. It was a season. And this energy coming in is activating a change and giving you like the messages that you just have to embrace that it is time for a change. They definitely have planted a seed from somewhere out there, whether you know them, you've met them, or you can just feel them around you. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's that person that you are meant to move towards, or though I do feel like for some of you it is that. There is a relationship that needs to end. There's this knowing. It's almost like you already know it. You already have this knowing. And this person is kind of validating that knowing. Okay? So there's definitely something new coming in. There's something new for you to learn. To learn from this situation. Oh, okay, so this energy is also saying, don't forget to bring the lesson forward to there was a lesson in this. So what was the lesson? What was the lesson? Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. So it's like asking, this Three of Wands is like getting what it was that you want, asking for what you want, and it like actually coming in. And like, your hope's fulfilled. This is what I hoped for. And it was what you needed at the time. But you only know so much at the time. You don't know everything. You don't even know what you want, totally. You're limited in what you actually can receive or ask for. At the time, that's what you wanted. The lesson is to sit more into a spiritual place that surrenders a little bit more to, this is what I really want, or something better, or something more, or something more aligned than what I can even imagine. So you're surrendering and co-creating and allowing the universe to see the potential of you and your world and your path beyond what you are able to imagine. Because there are limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs that, you could go to a place of imagination and there are thoughts there that would hold those back, that would say, you don't deserve that, or you're a failure, or like self-sabotage or something like that. There are thoughts there that would self-sabotage it. So allowing the universe to bring you what is outside of the scope of imagination. I feel like what's coming in is also very intuitive, an intuitive approach to life. This Queen of Swords is very intuitive. Air sign. It's almost like this is a fire sign. You're connected with a fire sign. This is an air sign. This person, this energy connects you back in with the air in your chart. Could be like, a lot of people talk about the Age of Aquarius coming in. Could be the energy of the Age of Aquarius that's coming in, and it's bringing you someone who is aligned with that new way, that new way of operating in the universe. Right? So right now, in the present, there is something here that is ending, needs to end 10:10 on my recording, the number of change and ending and new beginnings and things like that. Sit in the middle of it. You do have to face it, embrace it. It's nearby. See how those swords are not quite touching him? In some of these decks, the Ten of Swords are piercing. This is like will be happening soon. It hasn't quite happened just yet. The fullness of the ending, but it's almost like you can feel the ending. It's always these multiple situations where it's a job or a relationship, or it could be both. Or a way of looking at something, or a certain perspective, or whatever it is that you asked for before, that you got, that you wanted. It only served you for a season and now needs to end. There is support from, it's like this reassurance almost from a guide, from whoever it is that's moving your way. It's like they're signaling to you that everything's going to be okay. There is this knowing that you have inside of you, that it's like a reassurance from the future. They're saying, this will work out. It will work out. It will work out when you just continue to surrender to your knowing, this knowing that the universe has my back, and I'm always got a partner. When I stay aligned with that surrender over and over and over again, that knowing, right? So sit in this place and make peace with it and find the lesson. Okay, part of the lesson here, what you were asking for, there is this little underlying, where I am is not good enough, or someone is just never good enough. Like what you have, the relationship that you're in, or the person that you're with, or whatever, it's just never good enough. It's never enough. Not good enough, but never enough. Not enough. So what you got in exchange for that was something that wasn't sustainable. Because of that, I don't know, there was something that you were trying to fill. A certain kind of, I don't know, loneliness or lack that you were trying to fill that comes from within. It comes from that co-creative, like spiritual connection with the universe, source, God, your faith, whatever that is. There wasn't enough connection with your faith at the time. It was more like me deciding this is what I want, and I'm going to get this, and kind of barreling forward. But it resulted in something that at the end of the day wasn't enough. Not sustainable. Okay, so that's the lesson too, is surrendering to that ahead of time and just saying, like, I can't imagine what would be enough and fill that void or fill that space. This is what I imagine that I need to feel happy and safe and, fulfilled and blah, blah, blah. This is what I imagine that to be. I would love for that, thank you very much, or something better, if I'm asking for those things because it's coming from a secret place of lack. And surrendering to that, just knowing that what your human brain envisions as that thing that you think that you want doesn't mean that the universe isn't going to bring it in a different kind of way, or what you need to do is ask a little bit more specifically, or get specific with the feeling. Either way, co-creative. Okay, surrender to the partnership, your partnership. For some people, the ideal job is a partnership. It could be that you take your expertise or your knowledge from the position that you were in before, and you create your own company, or you create your own business with another partner, or I don't know, something else about a partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to be a your own business. But here you're partnering in a new way. Okay? So just think about that this weekend. This is the energy that you're going to be in pretty much this weekend, I think. Something about this cat here. So maybe look up cat spirit. The dove is the sign of purity and support. Divine, the divine. The cat is like looking at it really curious. There's something that you're very curious about when it comes to this energy that's calling to you. Your intuition, something in your intuition is telling you, God, there's something more out there. There's some kind of magic, like this intuitive way is calling to you. So exploring that a little bit. But until you choose a new path, I think it's just reassuring you that you got to sit in this first. You got to do this first. Okay? This or something better. This or something better. Okay? That's what I got. Love you guys.